Right. So we've configured, we've designed our network. Don't design it up. That's how you design your network. Chasara configure, which should be the easy part. So let's start my configurations, adding my PCs. So in order, yes, Ringorpa design, this will be our A, network B, network C, and network D. All right, for this network, how do we configure IP address panel? Yeah, let me move this so that it gets down here. All right. IP configuration, IP address is .3/26. /26 in /26 it 128.192. Is that correct? Depending on my subnet mask is /26, 27, 28, need 30 in the chat. So this one is 192.168.10.3 and 128 plus 64. 128 plus 64 should be 192. /26 is 192. This is confirm. Then default gateway redo will be 192.168.10.1. Tap it up. I'm asking some questions. Someone will need to respond. Confirm with the /26 192 in the chat. I think it also gives me an idea. Good one. Are they following or one or two? Right. To remember PC number 2, same thing. 192.168. Yes. Okay. So this is 192.168. I think you can as well unmute one by instead of me switching my screens and my IP address. One by my numbers up. .10 because I cannot see the chat. And then to switch on my screen. So this one is .67/27.67/27 92.168.10.67 /28 is some chat. /28 is what? From by name 28 192 plus 32 224 240 /28 is 240. Yeah, so 27 is 224. Then here our default gateway is 65. So this one I can copy and be quick with 65 here. So we are done with this one. Done. Then to enter number 3, IP configuration. When we assess, I think the skills assessments is Amchaita. This is some of the things you'll be doing. Practice. Right, to enter the third network, so it's .99.97. 99 and 97. So this is 99. 7 is 224. Here we have 97 as our default gateway. You can see Pesepanful configure my IP addresses and this will see a default gateway. The only reason to serve is DNS server because we have not configured server actually. But default gateway is a must. Based upon its IP address, you should put that 131 and 129. 131. This one is 240. Was it's 28, 131, and 129. Right, and all my IP addresses either. So there's some IP addresses on all the PCs. Let's go trace up press my IP address per. Okay, we have time. Let's just go to my switch visual interface. This is just a shortcut that shares my console cable. Remember, console cable needs always, right? The VLAN 1, this IP address 192.168.10.2, 255, 255.255 dot. So for that network, slash 26 dot slash 26 is dot 192. 192. Right, IP address here. Let me copy this so that I can later use this. Right. After IP address here is called, we activate the link, no shut. Basic IP address, we have to put the default gateway. Right, so our IP default gateway is 192.168.10.1. Done. Done for this one. Then I switch to VLAN 1. Paste the IP address and number PO and IP address. Is this correct? Yeah, address then paste. Then paste. So for this second network, our switch we have 66. Our switch we have 66. Then 65 is our default gateway. 66. So 66. Then 224 here. This is 27. I just change here 66. I think this is it. Motion. Inside default gateway 65. Be default gateway. Let me just paste this. 65. Practice. Into this practice, practice, practice. It's to end up switch number 3. I'm just repeating the same thing so that I think you might see what we're doing. We start with the default gateway on this one. For LAN C, switch 2 is dot 98. Then dot 90, default gateway is dot 97. So here it's dot 97. Then jumping down more switch visual interface. IP address. Paste this. Go identify what's the IP address for this one is dot 98.224. So here we have 224. Then here we have dot 98. Then I am not sure this one is done. And then we'll go to the last one. This one, the last network is 130. 130 and is 129. That's the default gateway. So here we have 129. 130 for the so this, paste this. It's now 240. Then it's 130. 130. Right. Shut. Right. Before I continue, I verify. Very important. Verify. Show running configurations. Verify Zawaisa is correct. So 130, 240, correct. Then 129. For the last network, this one is correct. I go to this one. My network keeps putting me out. Always come back in. Please. Shut down for the second one. Right, 98, 97. 97 is the default gateway. I verify 97 default gateway, 98, 27224, correct. I go to this one. All right. Go to this one, show run. Which one is this one? Right. Show run. Oh, actually it disappears here. Thank you. Show run. So this one, default gateway is 66. No. Default gateway is 65. Our IP address is 66. 65. Default 66 here, correct. Then do the last one. I'm repeating these steps so you see what you are supposed to be doing even yourself. Verifying is very important. Early, kuitira kuti network ikatadza kufunctiona .1.2. So I did forget to .1.2, 192, correct. Network ikatadza kufunctiona. You know where to start. Right, maswitch do proper. Now let me remove these pieces. Right. Tapedza pamaswitch. Takuenda pama interface. We start with this interface G000. That's our first network. Topinda router redu. Would you like to enter the initial configuration dialog? No. Right. Cable. Interface redu 3 zeros. Gig Ethernet 000. IP address. Let me paste this. I think it's .1. 192. That's our IP address. From chapter 10, I had missed on something. I think you learned about the description. Base upon IP address, it is followed by a description. From a switch virtual interface app, you are supposed to be doing that. Let it stick to your head, because when exam time comes, base upon IP address, ukasesa description, you lose a point for that. So description, let's just describe this as LAN A, because this is our LAN A. LAN A. That's our description. Link to LAN A, and we have no chat. Our link is not active. You can see status of a changer. It's no longer red. Right, it's no longer red there. You have a change to green because that interface is up. Right, let's go to interface, another one. Let's go to this one, 001, LAN B. Right, LAN B is 001, interface 001. And what's the IP address for that one? LAN B, the IP address is .65.224. So this is 224. You can see my shortcuts and you can see my shortcuts and I'm not repeating, typing all the numbers 192.168.10.65. I'm using my up arrows, down arrows. Chapter number 2, you learned about all those shortcuts. Now you need to apply them. So this is my IP address for this interface. Right, my description is now B. I'm using up arrow. Description now B, up arrow, up arrow, up arrow, up until I get to no shot. My interface is up. The underside on the interface is run 010. Up arrow, up arrow, up arrow, up arrow. So my interface is now 010. I get in, up arrow again, ndosvika my IP address. Interface here, I think it's 145, 145/30. What is /30? Subnet mask is /30. /30. Ndichimbotura mafemu ndipewo subnet mask /30 is 255.255.255 dot what? Tombomira takadaro tiri muchat. Would we have Dawn, Farai, Sharon. Ndipewo /30. What is the subnet mask /30? 248. Thank you. All right, we move. So tap 248. Here is now 248. And here is 45. 145. Is it 145? The other one is 146. Right, 145. Yeah, enter. Something's wrong. Where? IP address. I cannot assign an IP address on this interface. That's why. Okay. Okay, this interface is up already. Let's leave it at that. Let me do this. Why can't I assign an IP address? The interface brief. It's gig Ethernet interface 0101 unassigned. Why is that active? Unassigned is active. Why? Why? Give it another try. 010. Let's shut it down. I can't shut it down. The IP address. We cannot assign an IP address on this interface. 10. AP. Right, let me see. Switch port. Yeah. What are we doing here? Right. Like I said, kuita network yako wega, you definitely learn a lot of things. My ports under add data. My ports under add data. I think I added 4 my ports. Angari my switch ports. So I think in what if an ocean at this side. Kunoko. So let me remove this. Will it work? So let me remove this link. My switch ports, we cannot assign my IP addresses on them. It wasn't their switch. So I think what it basically means that we can remove my switch here data SI. But I think it was worth the practice. We can remove this link. We can also remove this link. All right. Reset this switch. Reset this switch. All right, my switch ports angle. So Giga Ethernet 00. Let me put it this way. So what are we seeing now? Sure. Let me interface brief. Let me explain. Right. Originally, router had 2 my interface I. I added 2I. My interface I, therefore routing. We can assign my IP addresses on them. But it's also true that the third interface, the network getting design originally is shunned. So what we did to add among my interface IR4, but my interface at add there, my interface A switch, and my switching ports. Right? So you cannot assign my IP addresses on these switching ports. That's why IP addressing get ramba quita. Let me see if we can add that and if we can add a module in a Giga Ethernet ports. Problem in I and okay, let me remove. In the I, you can see my descriptions are up by E5 by. Can we use it? Not compatible E5, but that's the reason why I was not using it. Can we use this one? Not compatible as well. I and A switch. So you can see up from the description up by your 4 switching ports. All right, let's use my serial links. My serial links, they're supposed to work under normal circumstances. So let me remove this one. Chat it as I got one day, but you know. See my serial links here as well. Delete this, delete this, delete this. I wasn't expecting to work this much on this one. But to create a network accuracy is too much. But I my routing protocols pop up. Which Sangan's number is some sort of mango, by the way. So let's see. And let's switch this on. Serial number it up. That's serial link right up. So I think we're fair and fine now. Up another piece of my switch on. No. We want to configure them again. Are you following? Murunzi is ready to go. Yes. Murunzi is at least. Right. Iro ndopota ranga tiri chairo rinoconnecta marauti. I don't know why I took this in a very simplistic way, but network iri kuripota manje kuti zvamurida kuita izvi hazviiti. That's why we are where we are. Right. I think now this is proper. I'm not going to quiz my IP addresses per my switch again. I think that would be a repetition. My PCs, I think my IP address actually my switch up R2 and this is not. But I think these two are still okay. Takufana those are my IP address up. Let's go back. CLI not powered on. Believe me, practice will take you very far. If you do not practice, I'm going to share this video. It's a network guy. Design your own network or it from scratch and see what happens. Right. This one is switching on. Right, so switcher on. Maybe let's work with this one. It should be up. This one should be up. Right. No. Oh, big terminal. Let's see if my IP address is this one. C and D. Network C and D. Can I do this? Okay. Right. Network C 8 per giga Ethernet. Right. This is 000. That's C. Interface giga Ethernet 000. IP address. Network C. This one. So it's 97.224. 192. I think that's just something in place. 192. This is 224. Then you 97. Yes, 97. Enter. description. This is LAN C. Into the link. No shot. Right. To end up on an interface 001. 001. Enter arrow. IP address. Is it 224? Is 131. 28 is 240. 129 actually. 129, 240. Go back here. 129, 240. For this route, here. This is now 240 slash 28. Here we have 129. Description, this is line D. Then we enter the link. Shot. Then to pin our serial link. The serial 010 0 this best. This one is 48, 46, 6. I'll configure the interface iris, then route up, right? So our description, this is just say 1E. Right. Let's change it down. Okay, it's a point to point. Tichafana activate rimwe first. Right. Tapedza, let's go to the other side. Big terminal. Let's start with 000. Configure network here. That's network B. So our IP address, which is this one. I think it's /27, which is 224. 224.65. 65. Description. Line. D. Options. In the panel interface, up arrow 001. IP address. This is .1, 192. Description. This is now LAN A. LAN A. Shit. What's the other one? Serial 020. Serial 020. IP address. This one. 248. This is 145. Description. Point to point is now up. Right, proper. Now there's my IP address is everything is now up. For what we've learned so far, I think we've learned to deal with a remote network side is my network side kunoka. They'll be able to communicate. But you see communication between, for example, this PC rabbi, Nema network side kunoka. it won't be able to communicate because we will need my routing protocols. This one and this one can communicate because they are sharing this route. I am a directly connected interface. So for example, I can ping PC2. PC, I want to ping text for connectivity between these two PCs. I think this one is .3. So let's ping from this one. You should be able to have connectivity from this one. 192.168, 192.168.10.3. We are supposed to have connectivity. If we don't, right, connectivity, voila. Right, so we have connectivity after. So connectivity for between this PC and this one is there. Now connectivity, for example, between this PC and PC Rikonoko. What's the IP address of this PC? Well, let me just connect the same PC and a connector from this one. So I want to connect from here to this PC, .3E, right? So I come here, command prompt, we still have timing some static IP address. Let me see, ping 192.168. Host should not be reachable for this one. .3. Host unreachable. And the reason why is in CCNA 2. You need to configure my routing protocols on this one and on this PC. So basically you tell this router, if you want to get to a network DE, you have to use an interface to go to this router. Then can I about this router? Obviously, this will be a directly connected network. Therefore, it will be visible on this router. I think it can explain. I can see myself explaining this in chapter 8. Does anyone remember the routing, how it works? Static routing and all. Does anyone remember? So I think let me answer. Let me try to ping these two as well, just to test for connectivity. So this one is IP address is 131. Ping one. This one should be able to connect because they're sharing the same route. Voila. All right, 6 minutes. Will I be able to configure route? Let me see. So let me try to configure one route. Towards about networks C. Config terminal. It's the command route, IP static route. All right. Let me introduce Chibuga Icho. I think I once gave you tasks and that every command. Ravana, Rishita taking a note off. And these are mine. These are mine. Now, let's get my routing protocols. I'm not so sure what's the command that I need to use. And this is now what I need to do. My routing protocols are your. So my command is IP route. I'm gonna correct one. IP route destination network. Then the next hop interface. Hero command hero. This is what we need to use. 5 minutes. I think I want this. Let's go back here. And that's IP route Garamba. What was happening? IP route. Okay, okay, panel routing. Okay, IP route. Then destination network is LAN C. LAN C is let me use this. LAN C is 192.168.96. LAN C is 192.168.10.3. dot, did I say 96? 96. Then the subnet mask is 27. That's 224, 255, 255, 255, 224. Then we use the exit interface. Exit interface is serial 020, 020. That's our route. Default route without gateway. Okay, that's not our problem for now. Let me see if we can now connect because route redo rapo. Or let me find show IP route. Yes, it is. Show IP route. In the routing table. So I want to see if network C is now in the routing table. This router area, router one. So network C, yabo iyo S, meaning is statically configured, manually configured. Rapo via exit interface error. Kana rapo, it now means we should be able to connect uko this PC here. Igarambao still what's reachable. No. We have not configured the route panel. Just a minute. 2 minutes. Let me see. Fake terminal IP route. So to dot E release the network in our 192.168.10.0 network A /26 192. So it's 255.255.255 192 via the exit interface serial 010 serial 010. Okay, it's a point to point. Show IP video routes. Let me see if it will run or static. This one rabo. Right. Let's try ping again. Voila. PC2. Do PC2 ere. Yeah, do PC2. So it's correct. So this PC can now connect to this one, PC0-ish. Or let's go to PC0 this time around. PC2 IP address, PC2 is PC2. This is PC2 99.99.99. So let's try it from this one. So here to test the connectivity between my PCs and number this one and this one here. .99. One, two, 68.99. Voila. Network here to complete. So I think chinenge chasara ku advertise this route, ku configure this route per static per router not because I had two they are not still per routing table here two my routers BE and DE. That said, I think we're good. Thank you very much for attending our session. The IP, the static routes, I think it's scheduled also later on. Less than 1 minute there. Good evening. Any questions? Tunazangana mu inbox. I think we're good for this one.